Welcome back. I'm Michael Foley, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to set up an armbar from closed guard. Before we get into the arm bars, we've got to talk about 2 prerequisite movements. The first one looks like this. I need to be able to bring my knees to my chest and drive my feet into the air. So I'm going to post my hands on the floor here, bring my knees to my chest, pick my tailbone up off the floor, and then shoot my feet up into the air from the side. So I need to be able to bring my knees to my chest, lift my tailbone up off the floor, and shoot my feet up into the air. Make sure you don't try to pick your feet up and drive them into the air before bringing your knees to your chest and your tailbone off the floor. You have to do it in this order: knees to chest, tailbone off the floor, feet into the air. And the other prerequisite movement, once we get that one down, we need to be able to add a twist to the movement, and it looks like this. I'm gonna bring my knees to my chest, my tailbone off the floor, drive my feet into the air, and then I'm gonna twist with my core. It looks like this. And from the side. So I brought my good buddy in, Nick, to help me out with this move today. Here's what it looks like. Okay, the first one is a 3-step armbar, and this is the most basic version of it. It starts off like this. I'm gonna establish 2 grips. I wanna get a pocket grip on his wrist and a deep grip right here on his collar. You can do this several different ways. You can pocket grip in line, so my left hand grabs his right wrist, my right hand grabs his right collar, or I can switch it where my right hand grabs his right wrist, my left hand grabs his left collar. Either way is fine. It's different types of control. Play around with both, see which one you like better. The most basic version of this, I have a pocket grip or a pistol grip. I grab the far side collar, and what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna clinch in with this leg, my right leg, on his hip. I post my right foot on his hip. I'm gonna elevate my hip into the air as high as I can. This foot over here is gonna bite into his back. Then my left leg goes around his head. Now from here, I let his collar go. I'm gonna grab his hand right here below his thumb, pinch my knees together, drop my heels, squeeze my butt, and I wanna make sure that I keep his hand close to my body, and I'm gonna drive my hips forward. Once from this side, pistol grip or a pocket grip, hand in the collar, my foot on his hip right there. This is an important detail. I'm not just posting my foot on his hip, I'm also preventing Nick from driving his hip forward and from pulling his elbow back. My thigh is blocking his elbow from escaping. Now I keep that nice and tight, bite up high on his back, then release, and finish the arm lock. The second one, and this is a very practical one, it's the 2-step armbar. You're gonna use your leg to block your opponent's shoulder so that they can't stack you, which can sometimes happen with the 3-step armbar that we just looked at. It looks like this. For this one, I'm gonna play around with my opponent's posture as much as I possibly can. So I'm gonna use my legs to bring them forward here. Now the problem with this is my partner's gonna be posting on my hips if they know what they're doing. So if I try to bring him forward with just my legs, he's gonna post his hands and keep good posture, and I'm not gonna be able to bring him forward. So I also need to address his grips. So you can do a double pocket grip and pull. You can go underneath with your hands and pull. You can do a combination of both and pull. But whatever happens, what you want is the arm you're gonna attack, you want that on the inside of your body. So the version I usually recommend is break their posture down first, allow them a chance to post on your chest to regain their posture, and that's when you attack with the 2-step armbar. It looks like this. So Nick's got good posture, his hands are in place, I pull forward with my legs, I break him down, and I control his head here. When he starts to posture up, he starts pushing off right here, This hand's gonna go underneath and I'm gonna collect the elbow. It looks like this. When I collect the elbow, my thumb goes here in the collar and I'm gonna shave the guy's head, let his head just pop out to that side. Now from here, keeping the elbow intact, I open my guard and I do that leg lift that we looked at earlier. My knees come to my chest. I drive my tailbone into the air and then my feet into the air. And I get to this locked position here. Now I'm in a secure position. His arms across his body, elbows inside of my hip. And from here, I can push on his face, grab the forearm, collect the arm lock, and finish. From this side, let's look at the roll of this leg. When I break my partner down and bring them in, I'm allowing them enough space to bring their hands to the inside to push off. When he starts pushing off, my thumb goes to the collar, but I keep pressure on the back of their head with this forearm. This hand goes underneath and I collect the elbow. Notice I'm bumping my hip out to the side a little bit right here. Now from here, as he postures up, I get to this high guard position. Now he's in the sweet spot that I want him in. I'm gonna use my legs. This knee turns up, this leg shaves the back of their head. And if I've still got the collar right here, I wanna transfer from the collar to push on their face. Boom, switch to the arm lock and finish the same way I did earlier. The third one is the one-step arm bar. So it looks like this. So from this position right here, you grab your partner's head, you try to break them down, or if they're postured up here, you pull them into this position here. And when they start to posture up, as they're posturing up, my hand goes underneath, I collect that arm, and I'm gonna do the movement we did earlier. My knees come to my chest, hips leave the floor, feet go in the air, and I put the twist on. And I complete my arm bar from here. One more time. I break my partner down, control the back of the head. When they post, this hand goes underneath. I go through the movement we did in the start and complete the arm bar in one step. Now from this side, just take a close look at the movement we're doing. Instead of posting on the floor, I'm gonna be latching onto my opponent, so that's gonna be my base. My knees come to my chest, hips leave the floor, feet go in the air, and I put a twist with my legs and hips. Watch. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'm Michael Foley. I'll see you on the mats.